Hey, welcome back, HMR. As usual, a little more progress on the 59. The last video, I think I showed you, I didn't mount the full bumper. I just took the mount, put the end on it instead of putting it all together. But I think that gave me a very good indication of how that lower quarter turned out. And why don't you come on down here? Let's take a peek. And I think I have to admit, for a hobbyist, I think it turned out. Of course, oh, where'd you go? I'm probably not too good on the objective side, but if you go around here and if you look at the side of the bumper over here where we made that panel, you can see how the last video where I had the panel, it was a little extended. I took the hammer and punched it in, put my coat of filler on it, and it turned out really well. And then I had some holes here. I had holes underneath the stainless, but I wanted to put all this on there. So I know that when I get ready to prime and paint, the fit is good, and as I think is pretty decent. Now this can be moved around based on where, right, the center section and the other side goes, but gives me a good indication of how things are going to be. The gap here is decent. That could change, but it's really close. It's good. I think it's going to work out just fine. And if you look at this over here a little closer, it's a little tighter at the top than it is at the bottom. So I can pull that in a little bit to make that even tighter. Because if you look pretty hard, you can see the little bit of a gap. This bumper goes right over that lip barely, but I could push it in another 3/8 of an inch and it'll turn out good. So the next little project on this quarter, I've already cut it out, cut out the bad metal. I'm going to be tacking in some new, but this car was sandblasted years ago, and when I cut this out, this whole inner quarter must have been filled with sand. I don't know how many times I had to sweep already, but so here and there, sidetrack. So that being said, I'm gonna cut the piece of metal. I'm gonna get it fitted, and then I think what we'll do is once I get the metal cut and fitted, we'll come back in, check out the progress, make the lip coming into here, get this little piece cut out and made, tacked in. And so far, I would say, if I don't run into any major rust, I don't think I'm gonna. I got a hole up there, but that's the rocker. This quarter will be done. So, all right, let's put it on pause. Okay, so I got the little front piece roughed in here, little metal there. Got a little piece underneath. I'll put a little filler on that. I'm going to use the fiberglass on that on first. Just, I think it's a little stronger than Bondo. I think it'll be all right. The fender skirt, little rod goes in behind it. We should be good. That piece of metal back there that the rod goes in, we were holding the fender skirt in really good shape. So, what I usually do, and it seemed to work, does work. Let me get the magnet off the workbench. So to hold the piece of metal in place, usually we don't worry about the paint. But so this should give this a little bit of a magnetic charge. Smidge. Here I thought it was perfect, and it's a little too big. Let me get these things out. I don't know. These seems really hard to cut. These are brand new. I got 18 gauge. I don't know. I must be getting weak in my old age or something, but man, today it just seems like it's been really hard to cut it. But I cut all right. I guess it's just a little piece. So gotta do. I gotta trim just a smidge. It's like a knife. My hand landed on there. Beautiful. Full blood. Always. Let's trim this up. And, you know, I always talk about, well, not always, but everyone does things a little bit different. Stuff that works for them. I know some guys will take a screwdriver, old screwdriver, tack it to the piece of metal, and then hold the piece and weld it in that way. That's a really good way to do it. I found the magnet over.
Nice.
Good. You only.
Nice
Oh, I know I jinx myself, but the rod, the welding rod could, I say could, push the little piece of metal out of the way before the weld hits it. So we'll see what happens. If it does, it does, right? Live and learn. Then I'll get the old screwdriver trick. All right, turn to make sure this is on. Good. Whew, another warm one out here tonight. Okay. Fire this up. Got the tip off. I don't think I got any big stories today. I did get the clutch adjusted on the Firebird. I haven't driven it since, but I did get it adjusted so it comes out not at the very top, in the middle. All right. It didn't get pushed back in, so we got a little filler there. I do have found another hole, it's pretty soft, so I'll make another little panel for that. And once I get that done, the old Bondo or Bondu, however you want to pronounce it. And then, actually, I'm going to, here, come around. Camera person, hop out of the chair. I was thinking about this. I must have dreamt about this last night. I don't know. I don't know what you guys dream about, but I guess I dream about working on this old car and what I'm going to do next. As you can see, this piece of stainless held a lot of moisture, and as we come down here, we've got a little rust here and major rust here. So I am going to I'm going to cut this out right here, right on this lip. Use this lip as my guide and put another piece of metal in there, tack it up, and then when we're ready to take the paint off the deck, it'll always be fixed, and then we'll come over on this side. And I know I showed you guys the how it was hit. We got Bondo in the quarter, we got a big hole there, a hole underneath, and you can tell that this is definitely pushed in. So we'll have to get I have not a super fancy dent puller, but a dent puller that has the studs that you weld on. It welds onto the metal. Then you have a puller, a hammer, a slide hammer to pull the dents out. I found that works out pretty good. On my 71, I use the crap out of it because it's like someone had a baseball bat on one of the recorders. So, all right. So hey, you know what? As we always say, making progress on the 59. Ooh, look at that rear emblem. That is looking sweet. I did clean it. So, that's done. Filled. One more little hole to patch and fill there. And then it's onto the deck lid and then the driver's side quarter. So, with that being said. Hi, welcome back, old HMR. Little update on the 59 Caddy here. Last video talked about, I was going to repair the trunk real quick, and then we're going to jump right on the other quarter Well, come around here. I'll show you the repair. Remember, there was a big gaping hole here. I found a hole here, so behind it I put metal, welded that in, ground it down. This is my first fill on it, and that'll be good. And as I thought, you know, I had this piece of stainless in here, I thought, well, shoot, you know what? Let me just see how everything fits, right? Why not? Good idea. So I have, as I was putting, oh geez, I put the nuts back on here. That won't go in that way. But I just wanted to show you the fit, and then what led me to some extra surprises with the deck lid, as usual. This happens on any of you guys working on an old car. You know, it looks fantastic, it looks good. Then you start taking off the paint, and then you really start looking at it, and you might have questioned yourself, why did I buy this? So let's just slide this on. And I just want to show you how really the fit is. All right, so that's how the molding's going to go. When we close it down, just wanted to give you an idea. This molding's going to, I'll have to move this down a little bit with the clips, but how it meets up with the stainless here, how this is all going together, the gaps. I did adjust the deck lid just to make sure that when I take it off and paint it, I can put it back on. I know that it can adjust to get the fit as good as it can be. Now, with that being said, as I was putting this on, I'm looking it all over. I started doing a little picking at this hole right here. I'm like, oh crap, I got another rust hole in the deck lid. And I'm looking at it, and then I come around the edge here, and we're missing something. Somebody has already cut out a chunk of rust. That side is not bad. I already put a little patch over there on this same exact corner, but someone has cut this off. So, not a big deal. Just goes with the territory. I'll have to make a panel there. I'll cut this rust out here. Then the deck lid will be roughed in and ready for prime once I get all the paint off. Also, just a quick update on the quarter. I did put in, oh, watch step there. Watch out, don't fall. I did get this welded in. You guys saw that. I put in the little weld here, a little piece here. Mix up some tiger hair fiberglass. It seems a little more sturdy, and so I got that in as a first coat. And when I was welding this, every time I hit the button to weld it, I did try to cool it down as quickly as possible, not to warp any of this in the area. I'm pretty sure I didn't warp it, but we'll find out once I start blocking and priming, but we'll fix it. I don't think I did, but we're all good there. And then last but not least, today is so warm out here. I'm actually going to have a couple of Laughing Clowns malt liquor. Any of you out there remember what movie this shirt came from? If you do, leave it in the comments. Okay, we're back. We're going to add a little more to the video. I've actually been out here for 3 hours trying to get the panel, trying to fix the deck lid. So come on over, I'll show you what I got. And I'm gonna give it my thumbs up of approval. It was I think it was kind of a bear to be out here. You can stand right there, catch it right here. Right here. So this had 3 different little curves. I did the best I could. I've got it filled in pretty good. So I had it curve up and curve over, and then attach to this piece here. So I know you guys saw enough welding and grinding, and I know even when I'm looking at some YouTube videos, sometimes it gets, I guess, a little boring. Although it's interesting to me, but I didn't put the final Bondo on the back little panel. If you want to come around and just check it out, all I did was cut out that rusty area and put in a small piece of metal, and then I'll fill this in and sand it down, and we'll primer it, you know, when it's ready. And then I guess we keep saying we're moving around. Then we'll get to the other side here, and we'll get this lower quarter fixed, inner, outer. And then one thing that's scaring me a little bit is this right here. This is going to turn into something. Of course it's going to turn into something, but now it really is time for a Laughing Clown malt. What's it say? Oh yeah. Oh, malt liquor. Is that like Colt 45 malt liquor? Magnum 44. Remember those? Those are always the good ones. So always say we're making progress. Again, never goes as fast as you want, but in the last video, I think I mentioned that making pretty good progress on this old beast right here. Trunk pan's in, roughed in prime. I got to finish underneath. The quarter's done. Deck lid a little bit more than what I had planned on. But now moving over to this quarter. Then we'll move in and fix the floor pans. They're not super bad. I got one that's really bad. It's going to get completely replaced. And then the other ones I'll patch and grind it and make it look good. So, okay, hey. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And until next time. All right, back again for a third time. I didn't spend my whole day on the 59. I did do a little work on the Firebird, putting together, putting the trim on. I got the door handle on this side. Oh, I know, you get a bunch of glare. Here, let's turn around. Let's do it this way. So I got the door handle on, and then I got these spears in. And let me tell you, those were a real pain with the not taking out the window regulator. But we got that done. I got just a little progress update on the Firebird. Going to include it in the 59 portion. I've got all the lock cylinders polished, the stainless polished. I don't have is the little gasket that goes behind it. So this is just setting in there to give you an idea of what it looks like. And I think I said probably 3 or 4, probably a month ago that I'm going to order the windshield, I'm going to get the dash pad, I'm going to get the rear bumper. That is going to happen this week. Interior guy's getting ready for it, so I got to get my button gear on it, get it ready to get it over to him to finish it up, and we'll put her on the road. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Till next time.